This is the Nano Community Initiatives 3 Stories, Episode 7. I will be sending the speaker invitation to our speakers or guests this time. We're gonna be having a conversation with three amazing stories, which are NOWNodes, Banano, and Crypto QR Generator. So welcome team, welcome Forrest, which is our co-host this time from the Nano.
Hey there. Hey, Bert.
Hello.
Hi, hi. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Is the connection is okay? That's great.
Hello, Forrest. Hello. Hello, Glada.
Hello.
Yes, hello everyone.
Okay, so happy to have you here. We are gonna wait for our two histories to connect to, and we will
Yeah,
start.
sure. Also, thank you for inviting us to this warm and cozy session. Thanks a lot.
Very happy to be here. Very nice to see listeners rolling in. That's good. How is everyone doing?
We are great. We're awesome.
Yeah, everything is fine. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, doing good. It's very warm in the Netherlands still. I don't know how it is in all the other places in the world, but here is kind of like a heat wave for months, basically.
We are from Estonia, and it's pretty cold nowadays. So
Normally, I wouldn't be jealous, but with the heat we have here right now, I wouldn't mind a little bit of cold.
Okay, okay. We have Sogi here and Oops from Banano. Welcome. I'm gonna send you the speaker's invitation. Try. Did you receive it? The speaker's invitation? Try speaking. And welcome to our attendance this time. A warm welcome to Mats, to David, and to Dasha. Welcome. So, Sogi, Oops, can you hear me? Are you there?
Yeah, just for those that are kind of new to Twitter Spaces, I think microphones only work when you use mobile. At least that was my experience. So if you're on desktop, I would suggest going on mobile just for if you're a speaker, basically.
yeah, first you're definitely right. I tried from the Mac and it didn't work. Only from the mobile phone, the application.
There we go. I think we got it.
Hello, Oops.
Hello. Yeah, Sagi. You got to use your phone. We were trying to do audio from a Twitter space on a laptop, and we just learned that. I don't think you could do that yet. You have to use a mobile device.
Yeah, I had the same issue the first time I was in a Twitter Space. It was very confusing. Not sure why they don't have that feature, but
Yeah, maybe at the future we can have that possibility at phone at laptop. I mean, well, let's wait for Sogi and maybe for Adrian. Sogi, are you there?
I'm here.
Hooray!
Nice.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks for having us, by the way.
Our pleasure. That's the idea of this platform, which is for networking to learn more about the ecosystem we are at, and keep discovering new stories. Welcome.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like our communities have been like really integrated with one another for a long time. And it's just nice to chat with you guys. So
It's about time.
Yeah.
Just teasing, but also just saying it's about time. It's nice that we finally get to coordinate. Also, apologies for the background noise. I'm at the airport right now.
No worries. Where are you traveling to?
Denver.
Or
We're
did you just get back?
going to MCon. It's a DAO-focused event in Denver. So, taking off.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it should be fun.
That's cool.
How long are you there for?
Like, I think the event is 3 days long, so I'll be there for about 4 or 5 days.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah. MCon's like reasonably like intermediate, certainly not an entry-level event. So that's pretty cool. It'll be fun to see.
I know that it's a DAO event. Is there going to be speakers and stuff, or like
Mostly fireside chats, but yeah, I think there will be speakers as well.
Cool.
And we got to attend a Nano event. I'd love to do that. That'd be fun.
There was a Nano event that just recently happened. You guys had a social event. That looked like it was really fun.
Yeah, it was in London. So it was a really fun event. There's a lot of people, of course, also in the United States that are into Nano, and a lot of them couldn't come, which makes sense, right? Kind of a big flight. We did have people come all the way from Latin America and the United States. But yeah, it would be great to also have one in the United States itself some point.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a Nano meetup in the U.S., Oops and I are from Canada, and I'm sure that we would make a trip down just to.
Yeah,
do
I'd
some
try
Nano.
my best. That's for sure. I'd want to be there.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, cool.
Well, I think that Adrian, which is the creator of the crypto QR generator project, maybe he will be a little bit late as he's like having some issues. But I think that we can getting started. That is which first thing is an introduction to these spaces. We are today at the episode 7 of the Nano Community Initiatives 3 Stories, which is a platform for projects and services to showcase their histories and to speak with the community at the Nano ecosystem. Nano is a cryptocurrency that is fearless, fast, and eco-friendly, and allows everyone to send and receive value money all over the world. There's no frontiers for Nano, and these spaces is a way to amplify that reach. And today we are gonna be having a wholesome conversation along with our community, our social media lead, which is Forrest from Nano Foundation, and with 3 amazing stories, which are NOWNodes, Banano, and if everything happens okay, crypto QR generator. Okay. At first moment, we are gonna like let's set the agenda for today. First, an introduction. So I will give the word to our guest to maybe say their name and which history are you representing today. Maybe give like a brief introduction about your history, your project, maybe what it is in maybe 1 minute, and we can go forward into the details next. After that, we go with our first story today, that is NOWNodes. Then we go with the second story, which is Banano. After that, we go with an activities moment. So we are gonna be proposing and launching some activities, giveaways. So be attentive, and you can win some Nano or maybe some Banano too. After that, we are gonna speak with our, our third story, which is crypto QR generator. And after that, we are gonna be having an MAA with the attendance. Okay? Yeah, that's the agenda for today. So let's get started. Forrest, would you like to introduce yourself today?
Yeah, so hi guys, I'm Forrest. I'm the social media lead for the Nano Foundation, and very happy to be here and looking forward to hearing all of your stories. I've already been in contact with NOWNodes before. I know a lot about Banano, and I've been in contact a little bit with some people from Banano team. So very excited to hear all those stories, and I haven't been in contact yet with Crypto QR Generator, but I'm looking forward to hearing about that as well. Um, so yeah, looking forward to today, and thank you all for coming.
Awesome. Thank you, Forrest. I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry. I am Carlos Murgas. I am Nano Community Ambassador from Colombia. And yeah, that's me. Okay. Okay, let's go with no notes. Hello.
Hey there. So,
Hello, everyone.
let me introduce myself. My name is Tim. So I'm a business development manager in NOWNodes, and what I actually do, I think I'm trying to connect other companies with NOWNodes and exactly find out how our technology solutions can solve the company's problems and issues also. And our company is not only blockchain as a service company, as you may think. We actually help other businesses to save their money, time, and also resources. And our main mission is to provide stable, secure, and private access to more than 50 blockchains with only one API key. It's almost 60 nowadays. So maybe I can share a small story about our company, or we'll get to this a little bit later.
Yeah, could be
No, no?
could be better that way.
Okay. So I told you that NowNodes is a blockchain as service solution that lets users get access to full nodes, the shared and dedicated nodes, and test nets also, the block explorers with an API key. And actually, we belong to a group of companies. So it's quite interesting because our group of companies include Change Now Wallets, Now Payments, and NowNodes. It's a exchanger, it's a wallet, crypto wallet, and a payment service. The Change Now and Now Payments have been highly successful in providing excellent cryptocurrency services for more than 5 years. But building an exchange or payment service or even making your own token is not only about the development, about the creativity and building a user-friendly interface. I think everybody who's here is understand what I'm talking about, and it has a lot of technical moments which needs to be solved by every project, especially with Node ecosystem. And our team used to provide Node infrastructure just for our ecosystem in the past, but then a highly skilled team of professionals was formed, and we decided to expand our expert knowledge to help other companies with node maintenance, because we know how exhausting and time consuming and also costly it might be for a team. So NOWNodes now is a separate company with a great number of satisfied customers and partners. And for more than 3 years, we helped more than, I think, 20,000 individual developers, projects, and even enterprises to get a quick and cost-effective and reliable connection to the node ecosystem. So now all of them can stay concentrated on their creativity, on the development of their projects, and all the technical issues with node infrastructure are solved by our team. I think that's all. It's our introduction. And I would like to also introduce you, Vlada. It's our marketing manager. She's sitting here under the account of NOWNodes. So she's also welcome here.
Yeah, please introduce yourself. Welcome all.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Vlada. Thank you, Tim, for introduction. I'm a marketing manager, and I'm responsible for different marketing activities and events. So I would like to say thank you very much for having us today. And Tim will continue our presentation, our company's presentation. Thank you very much.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Lada. Thank you, team. And let's go with Banano team. Please introduce yourself.
Sorry for interruption. You have awesome name, the Banana. It sounds cool.
Banano. Yeah. Hi everybody. I'm Soggy Apple Pie. I'm a community manager for the Banano team, but I also wear many other hats around the server. I like doing art and things like that. So, yeah, I've been with Banano for over 3 years now. I guess I joined the Banano team in April 2019. So, yeah, and been making memes ever since.
Awesome.
Nice. Look at you go. I'm Oops. I am Soggy's partner in crime at this point. We host events and other kinds of community management stuff together at Banano and elsewhere. So, yeah. Soggy and I are community managers at Banano and have been for the past 3+ years. And we do whatever we can to host events and activities and games and basically anything we can do to give away some free Banano.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, welcome, Oops. Welcome, Soggy Apple Pie. We are very happy to have you all here. And oh well, I think that crypto core generator will maybe came and or come a little bit late, so let's go. And I'm looking forward for him to attend. All right, let's go with our first story today, which is NOWNodes. And the first history, the first question that I would like to ask is, um, why no? I know that you have like several other services, as nodes are not the only services that you are providing. On how did you came with it now and name? Why now?
Oh, it's a really interesting question, I think, because our main mission is to provide fast access to every blockchain, and when someone wants a node, we'll give him it in just a moment. So I think that's why it's our name. I can tell you something about our features, about our service, what we provide.
Sure.
I think first of all, and main one, I think NOWNodes provide access to more than 50 blockchains, and we provide access to shared nodes and dedicated nodes that I said before. And but before that, I would like to clarify a little bit about the difference between shared and dedicated nodes for all the community. Uh, there are several differences between them. So you can connect to all the networks at once and send all requests with one API key if we are talking about the shared nodes. And the best feature of the shared node is that you can access to all blockchains with one API key. It depends on the node provider, but NOWNodes allows you to get almost 60. And what's more, one of the typical features is that many users can have access to our shared nodes at one time. And depending on your tariff plan, you have some restrictions of the number of requests, and from 5,000 a day to 100 million monthly. And what about dedicated nodes? It's a more private, I think, and it's more secure solution for big crypto companies. When you purchase a dedicated node, you will get access to one network with no limits at all and with perfect uptime and response time. It will be installed by our team, especially for you. So it's like a VIP service. And what is important, I think, is that connection to the dedicated node is realized not by the API key, but the personal URL. I think the tech guys will understand what I'm talking about. The second feature, I think, is the block explorers development. Right now, we have 8 of them, but in the near future, we plan to launch a block explorer for every blockchain available on our service. And access to block explorers is a product for a wide audience of crypto enthusiasts, not only for the developers, because everyone who makes transactions or stores cryptocurrency, with the help of the Block Explorer, they can find out the necessary information on transactions and blocks and many, many more. And the third direction, I think it's a very interesting topic, I think, for all crypto community. I think it's education. It's last but not least, because when you want to become an engineer, become a lawyer or a designer, you can just go to the university and fits which fits you most, and get a valuable degree. And what if you want to learn a new coding language? Maybe just enroll in courses, and that's it. So the Web3 is inherently more complex. It forced users to know a lot about blockchain theory, smart contracts, and wallets, protocols, token valuations, also the scam risks and dust attacks and something like this, and many other challenges and difficulties. So NOWNodes is here to help almost everyone. We write different articles in our blog about the blockchain sphere, and especially how to build your own node yourself with the official documentation. And we are always free to answer all the questions about nodes or any network we support in our community Telegram channel. So that's it, I would like to say.
Awesome. That's quite a clarifying answer you got for us. I think that having these kind of services for the audience can really help first starting in these topics of running a node, of having access to block explorers. That is information that certainly can help people save their money, save their time, and to keep building upon the crypto and the blockchain ecosystem. It's not like we are at the Wild West, as some might say, but there are some enterprises and projects that are aiming to help the average Joe to have like a stand here, not like being like lost into the multi-diverse blockchains and networks out there. It's like a service to unify information and to make to the customer an easier understanding of the processes, I believe. Mm, yeah, Forrest, do you have any a question for friends at NOWNodes?
Yeah, so first of all, I think it's awesome that NowNodes provides a service for developers, because a lot of the cryptocurrency space and a lot of businesses in the cryptocurrency space are more focused on, let's say, price and hype, and less so actually building, right? And I think that NowNodes does that very well. So that's a beautiful thing to see, in my opinion.
That's true.
And on top of that, the education part of it, I think, is very interesting. NowNotes has a lot of interesting articles, so I would also, encourage everyone to check out those articles by NowNotes. I'm wondering, what would you sort of recommend for people that are just starting out with development? Because I'm not the most technical person when it comes to blockchain and crypto. So I'm really wondering, kind of, what would be sort of first steps there? Do you have any recommendations?
Uh, Honestly, I'm not a tech guy too, but I think the main point here is to store your private keys. It's the main thing, I think, in the cryptosphere nowadays. When you start developing or when you start using crypto, it's a great phrase I've heard, that not your private keys, no, not your crypto. So I think it's the main point.
Yeah, exactly. We've all, I think, heard of this one, and if not yet, then I think, it's an important one to remember. Not your keys, not your coins, right? But does Now Notes also have sort of guides for people that are just starting out with development?
Yeah, of course. When you start, for example, to develop on Nano or Ethereum or Bitcoin, it doesn't matter what blockchain you use. We have all the documentation available on our website and also on our Postman. So when you start your crypto journey, it's really easy to start it with us. So
Awesome. Yeah. And do you think Nano is maybe one of the more easy ones? Because, I know on one hand, Nano is one of the more, let's say, simpler coins, in the sense that it's purely transactional, right? It's meant to be money. And I think that might make it very easy for people to get started with kind of using digital cash for their products when they're developing. But I don't know, maybe it is also more difficult with implementations, for instance. And, that's maybe where my lack of technical expertise kind of shows. But yeah, I'm not sure if you know more about that. Like, how is it getting started with Nano, for instance, in development?
To be honest, not.
Okay, fair enough. Carlos, do you have any other questions? Or maybe someone in the audience has a question?
Yeah. I got this question is for Blada, as she is like the in charge of marketing. How or what has been like share with us a few obstacles of the marketing process that you are having at NOWNodes?
Yeah, thank you very much for your questions. From As we're talking about obstacles, I think it's for me it's very hard to find like suitable connections with people and to like describe our service that we can to talk about our like advantages and how helpful we can be for the people. So for me, like for my uh, from my side, I would say that it's very difficult to like find connections with people, and especially with like universities, big universities, because we like from as for our marketing goals, we really want to be helpful for people, and we want to build different connections and partnerships with with different universities and online programs and training programs for Web3 developers. Therefore we are really happy to participate in different educational events and activities to discuss and talk about our service and about nodes, and we try to organize such services that will be simple for using. So yes, I think it's one of the obstacles can be.
Yeah, but it's from the marketing and the education side. But I can tell you a little bit more about the obstacles from the NOWNodes itself. Because the main one I remember is when our team was making a research, they were faced with a problem. Most of the newbies in the blockchain development and the people who started their crypto journey use mainly public nodes, and they are not so secure, not so stable, and most of them are not ready to pay for access to any network at this beginning period. So we introduced a started plan which absolutely free for everyone. To be honest, from the very beginning, and also nowadays crashes happen, and some nodes are losing their height, and it happens not really often, but when it does, no one of our clients even detects that something was wrong, because our tech team switches all our clients to a backup node immediately. It's kind of our main features. It's killer feature. We actually provide 2 nodes for 1 network to every client. This is also very useful for any updates. So they perform in the most comfortable and convenient way, so that the users don't experience any downtime in their project. Firstly, we switch them to the reserve node, to the backup node, and then we have for each network, and then we update the production node and switch the users back to the updates node and perform the update for the reserved one. That way, you are having 2 updated nodes with no downtime at all, and I think it sounds pretty easy. So our main mission here is to provide 100% uptime of all the nodes for all the users, from the free start plan to huge companies that use maybe 20 or more dedicated nodes at one time. And one more thing, one more obstacle is that we face too. I think that not every our client wanted to pay in fiat. As we provide service for crypto developers, they wanted to pay in crypto, so they asked, we did. So now it's available to pay for the subscription with any cryptocurrency you prefer. That's it. So I think that's all the obstacles from our side.
No, so actually, in a way, the obstacles are kind of also plus points, I want to say, or like positive points, because you have crypto payments enabled now, right? Which I would say is a
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of a strength.
Now it's
Um,
super easy and convenient.
yeah, and reliable nodes as well, because you have backup nodes. So that's kind of a really nice thing. Yeah. And are you marketing that as well a little bit? Because I wasn't aware of that actually, but that's a really cool thing, you know?
Yeah, thanks.
One more question I have actually is kind of, not very nano focused per se, but do you also have notes for Banano actually, since the Banano team is here as well?
Actually, I don't know, but I can check it right now, for example, for a few seconds. I'll check it. Okay, the nodes, Banano. Because I'm here with my laptop and I can search for it.
We like the Banano nodes. Bananodes.
Sounds good. Banano. Oh, what's wrong? No, actually not. But I think in the end of the year, maybe in the next year, we plan to add all of the possible popular blockchains to our infrastructure. So I think just let's wait, guys, a little bit.
That's nice. Well, now at least you have the connection with the Banano team, Um, Other question I have actually is because maybe some developers are listening and maybe they weren't as aware yet of NowNodes. What is kind of the fee structure that NowNodes has? What are kind of the costs if someone wants to use NowNodes for their development?
You mean what about pricing or what?
Yeah, exactly. What's kind of the pricing? Because you mentioned that different amount of API calls, for instance, has different cost to it, right?
Yeah, that's right. First of all, when you're a beginner, you can start with a start plan. It's called start plan. It's absolutely free, and you will be provided with 5,000 requests a day. So it's quite enough for a beginner. But when you plan to boost your growth, you can use a pro plan, business plan, or enterprise. The pro costs €20, then business costs €200, and enterprise €500. And the requests are much more bigger. So it's 1 million for pro, 30 million for business, and 100 million for enterprise. And what's more, we offer the dedicated nodes where you have absolutely unlimited amount of requests. So it depends on you. That's all.
All right. I think that's nice to know, for some of the developers in our community. If they're looking into it, I would say check out NowNodes, nownodes.io, right?
Yeah, that's right. NOWNodes.io.
All right. And you mentioned a few other products that fall kind of under the umbrella of the Now products, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that next month, I think we're going to have Now Payments on the show, actually, which is kind of funny, sort of back to back.
Yeah, it's
But
great.
did you also mention Now Wallets? Did
Yeah,
I hear that? Yeah, okay, because
it's a
I hadn't heard of
cryptocurrency
that
wallet.
before.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Can you tell a little bit about that?
Well, it's really convenient and secure non-custodial wallet, which shows you all your cryptocurrency. You can also import your wallets in their application or create a new one. And also, they provide a seed phrase, which you can write down privately and use their application very secure and private and stable.
All right, that sounds interesting. Maybe we should invite them to the show as well
Of
sometime.
course, they are also the cool guys.
Yeah, cool. Do you know actually if they also have Nano on the Now wallets?
Actually, I don't know. Sorry for that.
Okay, no worries. Well, we
But
can
I
ask them.
think they have. But I think they have. They
Yeah,
support
maybe
a
I
lot
can
of
contact them.
cryptocurrencies. Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there anyone in the community that has some questions? If you have a question, raise your hand, I would say.
Yeah, or from the Banano team, if you got any question for now notes, you can do it.
When Bananodes?
All right.
I have a quick
Good
question.
question. Hello, Adrian. We had Adrian here
Hey,
from Karma. from FinCom, I must say. Welcome.
Thanks, Carl. Hey, Tim, I had a question for you. Would you consider FTX to be someone that you possibly compete with, or do you see yourself as providing different services than FTX does?
Actually, can you concrete what the FTX means?
Yeah, so FTX is this company owned by Sam Bankman-Fried, and it's providing all services in cryptocurrency that don't involve trading, buying or selling. And it sounds kind of like what you're doing is similar to that, but I kind of wanted to know, if you consider it similar or if I'm just, you know, yeah, I just kind of want to know a little bit more about that.
If you have the possible partnership with them, or what? I can actually understand the question.
Oh, I just wanted to understand how the Now community, the Now platform compares to FTX.
Sorry for that, but now I don't have the answer for this question.
No worries. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I think that it's good to look into the competence as you maybe can highlight. We are in an ecosystem on which on where every day we have new products, new projects, new alternatives, and I really think that it's important to stay attentive to the new players at the field. So maybe you can look for a partnership or to make a contrast from the community, from the Now community and for the FTX. I think Adrian said, and maybe the other ones that might pop up at the future. So let's have an eye on it.
Yeah, I found that for marketing, there's a really great strategy that you can do where you ride the coattails of really popular companies in your industry. So, for example, in Twilio, there's this company called Plivo, and Plivo will do, hey, what does Twilio SMS versus Plivo SMS look like? What does Twilio VoIP look like versus Plivo VoIP? And it's really just a long-term SEO strategy. So anyone who's searching for, FTX competitors, or in that case, Twilio competitors, will see Plivo as well. So I was just wondering if you were doing any of that kind of strategy to just get yourself more known more quickly.
Yeah, the optimization of the search engines it's key. I think if you look for maybe NOWNodes at Google, you will find it. If you look for Banano at the Google search bar, you will find it. If you look for Nano or XNO, you will find it. So it's
Yeah,
keep improving that. Yeah. Yeah, Dean?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
it. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrian, for your question. If anyone else from the attendance wants to raise a question for no notes.
I actually have one more question. So we're kind of in a bear market right now, right? With the crypto prices are very low, and at least with Nano, we try not to focus too much on that. But we do see, for instance, that there's less engagement when there's less price action as well. I was wondering, do you notice this with NowNodes as well, where, for instance, during a bear market there are less developers working, or is it at the same time the development side of things stays fairly stable in that sense?
Honestly, we don't talk much about the bear market in our company, but I think what happens now in the market is the great beginning for something great, for something new. So I think there will be no worries in the future. We should stay still and just wait a little bit, and everything will be fine.
Okay, yeah. So the development side of things, it's kind of what I'm imagining is that like often with retail investors, people that are looking really at only the price, people go away kind of during the times when the sort of the financial side of things are more down. But developers, I would say, are a little bit different in that sense, right? Because developers work on projects often regardless of what price does in the crypto sense.
Yeah, but it's not only about the price, because there are a lot of projects with not with the cryptocurrency sphere. They work with NFTs, and they work with gamify projects and so on. So the blockchain is much more bigger than only the cryptocurrency. So the development is not affected by the bear market at all, I think.
Okay, yeah, right. So that was kind of what I was interested in, exactly. But yeah, that's interesting to hear, and I think it's nice to hear that even though, the whole market is doing ups and downs and whatever roller coaster movements, development keeps going as it's going, basically. So that's really nice.
Yeah, it's true.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think I have another question for closing this up. Is do you collect any data from your users, or what kind of data do you collect from your users, if you?
Mm-hmm. I got it. It's quite an interesting question. Actually, we collect only, I think, email addresses from the registration on our service, which are extremely secured. Honestly, I tell you that I'm not a tech guy, but as I know, the perimeter is protected by a firewall and by the Cloudflare. I think I spelled it correctly, the Cloudflare. So, and all our servers are built on Linux, so it's secure. And what about payment details? We don't store absolutely anything. We use the payment provider. So the very important detail is that I think we don't store any private keys, and we don't see our clients' transactions. So it's extremely important in cryptosphere, I think. And I think that's all. Yep.
All right. Thank you, Dean. Yeah, as you were saying, not your keys, not your coins, and that's a motto that we will be reviewing as our next history will tell. So thank you, NOWNodes, for your answers, and we will keep here for the conversation. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. We'll stay here.
All right. Okay, let's go with our next history for this episode 7. Let's talk about Banano, the meme potassium-rich coin, and we will be speaking with Oops and Soggy. So, welcome.
Hello. Nice.
Hey.
All right. Well, the first question I would like to ask you is, what's the history behind Banano? How did it started, or how did it started? I think the name is like a rework of Nano to make it more fun, I think. What can you tell us about it?
Well, yeah, Banano was born from a meme in the Nano Reddit and Discord. And it evolved into much more than that. A few friends decided to make it a token as a joke, and then on April 1st, they launched the testnet. And yeah, it just celebrated its 4th birthday on April 1st of this year. So since then, all these years, we've just been freely distributing potassium-rich cryptocurrency.
And making sure people's memes are no longer dreams.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, everyone can make a meme, right? I believe so. Everyone can like create a blockchain, create a network, and it starts with fun, with jokes, what ends up being like a very serious but not so serious project. I
We take our
believe.
memeing seriously, and we mean nothing but monkey business.
Oh, right. Keeping the yellow formula secret, I believe.
Yeah, exactly, right? Now, the whole point is just to have some fun, not take anything too seriously. I think that pretty much summarizes it. Just don't take yourself too seriously. It doesn't mean you can't do something special or serious, but you don't take yourself seriously while you do it.
Right, right. I have been following Banano since 2000. I mean 2019. I remember like at the end of the 19. And from that time to now, I have been seeing that there are a lot of projects inside Banano ecosystem, as you are like researching for cure diseases. You are creating video streaming services. You are giving away food by I think that is free rice. That's a project in Banano, and there are a lot of things to do into the Banano ecosystem. What has been like in your opinion, the milestones that you have achieved in this journey?
I mean, yeah, you said it. There has been so much to evolve out of the Banano ecosystem over the years. Can't go without mentioning Callium and Natrium, which are the Banano and Nano wallets hosted by Banano. And I mean, I just think that they're a really clean, great service to give people for free to teach them how to use crypto. And we've recently, actually, no, I think we're not quite there. We're almost at 40 million blocks, which is a pretty outstanding achievement, I think. It just shows that the tipping culture in our atmosphere is alive and well. And there, it just shows how powerful, fast and feeless crypto is, and I think we both resonate with that.
I think monkeys are another pretty good accomplishment worth mentioning. Like monkeys and naturicons, the identicons that are in the Natrium and Callium wallets are pretty fantastic. I think they add a UI implement that like a lot of other explorers don't have yet. And it's pretty interesting to see how advanced we are in that sense. Identicons are still underused in the space, and we're kind of leading the way in that charge. So it's been nice to pioneer something like that, even though we did it kind of for fun.
Yeah, the visual representatives for wallets is a huge one. I think it definitely adds a fun element, and it's something that I feel like it is pretty like cutting edge. Like we've been doing it for a little while, and sort of trailblazing in that respect.
I'm proud to say we've been writing the playbook for a long time for a lot of people who may not even know we exist. Like with the Callium and Atrium, for example, as a mobile wallet. I mean, like we're still seeing huge problems with the mobile crypto experience. Like more than 50% of the world only has a mobile device, yet for some reason the mobile crypto experience is horrendous. Like the Ethereum EVM compatible wallet mobile experience is awful. Interacting with dApps and stuff is awful. But like things like simple like Callium and the importing of paper wallets and the identical, like it's a very wonderful mobile experience that can be used to educate and onboard people in a way that like isn't currently offered elsewhere. So that's pretty sweet to see.
It is.
I'm very proud of our educational component within Banano. Like yes, it's for fun, yes, it's for memes, all that, but I think it's kind of worth mentioning, and this will be a little rant, is that like memes control the information that you receive, whether you realize it or not. Like humor and comedy, memes, satirical news, it's actually humanity's like most preferred way of ingesting information because it's reasonably easy to do so without feeling fear or anything like that. So memes are one of the best ways for people to learn. And Banano has been able to teach tens, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people about cryptocurrency for the first time because it's this open, don't take yourself too seriously environment where people can come, get some free coins, play with it a little bit, learn what they're doing, and then move on to potentially riskier behavior once they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I feel like I just want to say real quick. I feel like Nano has a similar vision of wanting to be usable as a proper currency, right? Like to be quick and to be feeless, and like those are all super important. And as a byproduct of that, you also want it to be accessible to people. If it is such a quick and cheap way of sending cryptocurrency back and forth, then it seems only logical that it becomes a great starting point for people that are trying to enter the crypto space. And offering crypto away for free in different mechanisms, I feel like is a great way of doing that, introducing people into the crypto space, but in a way that is, interactive and fun and a little silly at times.
It is. I must confess that one of my first wallets was Callium. I was amazed, truly amazed on how easy was, on how easy it is. It has not disappeared. It's so easy to learn how to save your passphrase, your seeds, and to just send and receive. It's seamless. I think that it's one of the most powerful wallets, no strings attached out there. So, and also the educational component of Banano. I read for like at the 2019, I think that there was this community member that was teaching kids about money with Banano. It's like
Banano
Banano classroom,
Classroom
right?
is actually still going. Banano in the Classroom has been going for years and is still going, where teachers are using Banano in their classroom to teach students about financial literacy and application skills, personal responsibility, group accountability. They learn about inflation, they learn about scarcity, they learn about all kinds of stuff. Earning, spending, saving. It's a really cool program that is currently being used. We have a teacher in Canada that has been doing it for a couple of years now, and
He's almost back, like 2 more days or something. Tomorrow's their first day of school or something like that. So yeah, Banana in the Classroom year 4 or something like that, starting soon.
Yeah, I mean, just to keep it very brief, essentially what happens is we provide the teacher with some Banano, and it throughout the month, the teacher issues Banano to students as individuals or in groups for doing things like cleaning up their classroom really well at the end of the day, or walking silently from one classroom to another, and things like that. And at the end of the week, they have what's called the Banano store. It opens up at the end of the week, and they can exchange their Banano for prizes and activity time, and they get to hang out a little bit on the computers, or they get to go outside or whatever. It's just like I don't know, it's a cool way of teaching students a bunch of stuff in the classroom, including financial literacy, and doing it with fast and fearless crypto.
Yeah, I first heard about that actually during the Keyword Crypto podcast. For the people that haven't listened to that yet, it's a really interesting one. The Keyword Crypto podcast with the Banano team. Um, I thought it was so interesting. I think this is one of the biggest things you can do with crypto is teaching people about money. The financial literacy of people in general is often not really what it's supposed to be, but especially with children. And what's a better way to teach them than with bananas through
And little
through
monkey
me. So
wallets and stuff, right?
yeah, I think that's a beautiful thing. I
The
really love that. And are there any sort of next steps in that process as well? Are you sort of next to in Canada someone's doing that? Is that also something you're actively encouraging, or are there new initiatives to try and sort of push that forward?
We're trying. Like, the more the merrier, really. We'll happily set it up for anybody. Um, One of my goals would be to try to expand it within the school and hopefully get more teachers within the same school using it. Um, Another thing I've been starting to push forward, which I'm really excited about, is the idea of like parents using it as an allowance internally with their families or something like that, instead of it necessarily always having to be a classroom. There's plenty of other opportunities to reward people with like in-house economies. I mean, if parents want to give Banano allowance to their kids, and then those kids can like purchase whatever, like little rewards with it from the parents, and the parents then get their Banano back and they can just redistribute it again. It creates a nice circular economy that is closed loop, doesn't have any real expenses to it, but can still provide some value and teach some people. So that's pretty fun.
Yeah,
I'd
it's a
like to see
beautiful
it in
thing.
schools. I'd like to see it in allowance. I'd like to see it being used primarily with young children who still need to understand like positive reinforcement and behavioral stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's an awesome thing. You can make some sort of maybe a case study out of it. Let's say, for instance, it's used in a classroom for a few weeks or months or even a year, and then you can sort of prove that, hey, these children know more about money and how it works than children that haven't had that in the classroom. Might actually be a pretty good way to, sort of promote it to other teachers and other schools as well, or even households.
I mean, Oops and I had a teacher in elementary school who, had a similar program, but at the time, cryptocurrency was not a thing. So it was just paper money, fake money. But it did really teach you a lot about, how there's a ripple effect in the choices you make, and how, discussing things as a group can really help you come to decisions. And yeah, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of skills that come with it. And it's great to teach kids also the value of money, and how to manage it in an efficient way, an effective way. So yeah, that's definitely probably I would say a huge highlight. And we have had it. So it started in, like, I guess I want to say 2019 was when the program started. And of course, COVID really made things difficult. It was hard to keep kids engaged in online classrooms, and the interactive lessons and things like that were not at the same level as what they would experience during a regular school year. So I know that we had it going in a couple of other countries. I know that it ran successfully in Thailand. And then there was also some teachers that were testing it out in, I want to say, Germany, but I could be wrong. But I know that, like, after it has been, refined and hopefully spread a little bit to its local school, that we could extend the program to go beyond that for sure.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's a super cool idea. And now that we're talking a little bit about what's happening in the future, I know that Banano is also sort of a more, in a way, experimental version sometimes of Nano, right? Like, for instance, I've seen some things about, for instance, privacy features being implemented, or maybe a version of smart contracts or NFTs. Can you tell us a little bit more about the future of Banano, and maybe some features or things that people are developing on Banano right now?
Yeah, it's probably fair to say that we are a playground in a way, in that you can come trial stuff, receive a lot of good community feedback, keep building, and then if it's a success, you can always go and port it over to Nano afterwards, like monkeys, like Callium, like all kinds of other things that we've seen built. So I do agree with you that that is a thing. Um, what are some things that have been really exciting to see?
I mean, wrapped Banano is still
Wrapped Banano is amazing.
growing
That's
massively.
yeah. I don't know if that's something that the Nano team would actually work on, but Wrapped Banano, in my opinion, has been a huge boost to the Banano ecosystem. Um, you no longer need to register with a centralized exchange, which is quite nice. There's tons of opportunity to get different assets, and you don't have to actually, like, you never have to participate with custodial exchanges. So it's been very freeing in that sense. Yes, the bridge is custodial in a way, so there is that, but it's a nice thing to have. It has educated lots of people and brought a lot of people into DeFi and NFTs that otherwise would have never experienced it. So yeah, and then now we have Banano NFTs. Shout out to Airtune. So Banano NFTs are awesome. We're gonna keep seeing that grow. He's been working on some stuff, and we just had some cool conversations on our last Banano Sundays call. So we're looking to see some updates to Banano NFT stuff soon, and then hopefully more testing. And then who knows? Maybe you'll see some Nan NFTs or however that works. Nano NFTs, Nano FTs. I don't know. I don't like the name of any of those actually.
That's hilarious.
All right, all right. I think you mentioned it, like Banana Sundays. I don't want to spoil it, but I think that it's like some sort of community meetups that you do at Banano ecosystem, right?
Yeah, bi-weekly we have a Discord stage call where we go over some of the things that have happened since the last one, some things that are coming up before the next one, and then we also leave it as an opportunity for people to come up and discuss what they're working on, or if they don't feel comfortable, because not everybody wants to go up on voice, we have an agenda submissions category where people can submit topics they'd like us to discuss for them. And yeah, it's just a little check-in that we do every other week, just to keep up to speed with all the community initiatives that are happening in our space. So
That's pretty cool. Mm, I admire that, like to get the community together and to keep that loop going. It will grow in one way or another. Mm, I want to ask you too if you have encountered some obstacles. I know Sogi said that COVID, in particular with Banano and Banano education for kids, was like a big shock. Like it interrupted a lot of things. But and the wider scheme, have you encountered as a community, as a project, some obstacles into the crypto or blockchain ecosystem, or it has been so seamless that everything that is happening by the oath?
I mean, yeah, it's been a really like positive few years, but that isn't to say that there hasn't been obstacles or things that we've had to face along the way. Um, Even just probably Runner is probably one of the better examples that I can think of, which illustrates sort of the greater problem, which is so Runner, for anybody who doesn't know, was sort of like a temple run-esque style game where you were a little monkey running and you could collect Banano, and then at the end of the game, your points transferred into a Banano payout. And yeah, I mean, it was just like something really cool, a fun faucet game to offer. But unfortunately, it got exploited, and it no longer represented free and fair and fun distribution. So it had to be discontinued. Now it's like Runner 2 is in progress, but it's extremely hard to create something that can't be maliciously attacked, right? Like, I mean, whatever you build with code can usually be broken with code. So I know that that sort of speaks for what the greater problem can be sometimes with free distribution is maintaining fair distribution. There's always going to be people who try to exploit the systems that you put up to distribute cryptocurrency there, and whether it's design contests where people are entering as multiple different people, or it's a coding contest where the game gets botted, um, or whatever other mechanism. There's usually somebody who tries to break it, and that's definitely something that we've had to work with over the years, and we've had to find different ways to overcome, I guess I would say. And that's why we have so many like very interactive methods of distributing Banano, and why we have a number of other things in place to make it as fair as possible.
Yeah, so now that we're actually on the topic of distribution, I know there's also the folding at home distribution for Banano, right? Which I think is such an awesome idea to distribute Banano. But what are other kind of ways of distribution for Banano, and what is the current distribution for Banano? Because I think there's still quite a large part of Banano that's still sort of a developer fund or has to be distributed, right? So what's kind of the future of that?
Well, first of all, yes, we recently surpassed 1 trillion folding points for folding at home. Which, for those of you who are not familiar, you can essentially donate your computer power to help fund medical research, and in return, we give you a little bit of Banano as a thank you. We just recently surpassed 1 trillion folding points for folding at home, which is very cool. And as for like our numbers and stuff for folding, hang on, well, and just in general, for distribution in general. I know that we are we're over 50% distributed, to just for starters. I would say we're probably 70% distributed at this point. The circulating supply is around 1.3 billion, and the total supply is 1.9 billion. So, yeah, there's still probably a couple years left of distributing, and we do that in various ways. Yes, folding at home is one of those ways. It was mentioned earlier that we have a video watching faucet. It's called Jungle TV, where you can queue and watch YouTube videos, movies, music, TV shows, etc. And there's a little chat room that you can hang out in, and that pays out Banano. We also host all kinds of activities and contests and events in the Banano server. Design contests, coding challenges. We do trivia. We have like bingo nights where we have like the community members make different emojis. We put them on bingo cards, and we play a couple rounds of bingo. We basically just try and think of as many creative ways to give out things, to give out Banano and Banano NFTs in a fun way. And I guess that probably answers the whole question.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually also a fan of Jungle TV. I think it's hilarious. It's very fun. And I think in general, the Banano community is just, a lot of fun. And I like that there's also this sort of sentiment in the Banano community of like one Banano equals one Banano, right? It's not about the price. And I think that's something that really sets Banano apart from these other meme coins in a sense. So I think that's really well done. So congratulations on that, I guess.
Yeah, I have to say cheers to the community for keeping it, always keeping it positive, lighthearted, and not being, too bothered by the price. Banano has grown, and there's been community initiatives in any market state, and yeah, and the one ban equals one ban is also, just the same as one nano, equals one nano, and we operate on a feeless, philosophy. So, if you send one Doge, by the time you receive it, it's not one Doge. If you send one ETH, by the time you send it, it's not one, or by the time you receive it, it's not one ETH. But if you send a nano or you send a Banano, it is one Banano or one nano. And I think that also is something that means a lot to both of our communities.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be with money.
Agreed, yeah.
I would say. Yeah. I see that we have someone that wants to ask a question from the community.
Sure.
Yeah, we had first was Nut and there was Mats. Hello, Nuts, welcome.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Really awesome to see this space. I am a fan and a friend of the Banano community, mostly from Reddit, but I work primarily, I guess, in the Web3 space, primarily in Cardano. And I just wanted to shout out Banano. I think it has the best wallet interface for any crypto wallet in any ecosystem of all time. And I've been actively working to onboard many people in Cardano into Banano, and it's been really fun and amazing to see people just have such a fun time with those things. So I just wanted to throw it out there if people are interested to wade into other blockchains. And I've always been trying to think of different ways to integrate Cardano and Banano together. I think that there's just so much fun potential to have, in terms of whether that be like wrapping assets in some ways or doing something fun with NFTs. I think would really be great. So I just wanted to give flowers to the Banano community for being one of the most active and fun I've ever had in crypto. Had a great time onboarding so many people. And I guess I was curious to know more about some NFT developments specifically in terms of how those things are going. I've been keeping track of them in the Discord and various things like that, but I was curious to know, where do you see NFTs in Banano in maybe a year or two time frame looking down the road? And thank you again for the space.
Airtune would definitely be the best person to answer this question in terms of the direction of NFTs. But I guess what I can say is the same way that I see Banano as a perfect entry level crypto, with it being freely distributed and fast and feeless, I see Banano NFTs having the same potential to be a great onboarding spot for people into NFTs, to teach them what it means to have one, to sell them on secondary markets, to buy them off secondary markets, and just play around with them, minting them and all the rest. So I definitely see, even though Banano NFTs on the Banano blockchain are still relatively new, I definitely see in the future them having a great purpose in helping people understand NFTs and how to use them in an everyday sense.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm just hopping in. I'm one of the developers behind the whole Banano NFT thing.
Airtune!
Yeah,
Airtune.
hello. And I thought I'd just tell a little bit about the technical side of Banano NFTs, because it's sort of by design, it's very limited what you can do with it. We're not doing anything like smart contracts. We're just implementing a meta protocol for NFTs. And if you're not familiar with what a meta protocol is, it's just a way to store data and commands in the ledger, and then we all agree on how to pass that data and commands. And you can actually do a lot with meta protocols. We could reference a smart contract that you have to execute to pass a meta chain on top of another blockchain. But we actually chose to keep it very simple. So you can only mint NFTs and send them, and you can also trade them feelessly. So there's nothing like a commission or royalty percentage. It's entirely feeless. If you own an NFT, it's your NFT. So I think for some use cases, it's going to be great. Like if you want this true ownership experience, or you just want to mess around, try to make your own NFT without paying anything, then you can use Banano NFTs. But if you want to set up a business where you have royalty percentage, or if you want NFTs that expire like domain names, then obviously you wouldn't be able to do this with Banano NFTs.
Yet.
All right. Thank you, Erson, for that information. I do like those pixel art that you make. I'm very very amazed by the fearless feature. And thank you for being here also.
Yeah, thank you for letting me speak.
Awesome. Let's hear. Sorry, I think Hypa Eagle was first. Sorry for not mentioning it. And then we will hear Mats. Right? Hypa, you can speak, and then Ting is raising his hand. So in
Yeah,
that
I
order.
have one question to the Banana team. May I ask it?
Yeah.
Do you have for such paranoid persons as I solution to store Banana in Ledger? I think in some hardware wallet, not only in the software.
Yeah, we support Ledger.
That's great. That's great. Thanks.
Awesome. Banano at the hardware. Okay, Hypa Eagle, are you there?
Oop, I'm boarding my flight, guys. It's been grand. I've had a great time speaking with you all. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Thank you so
Have a
much
safe
for being
flight.
here. Yeah, bye-bye, and good luck at the event.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. Okay, Mats, could you share with us? Yeah.
Yeah, hello everybody. My question was, I think it's already half answered by what Airtune said, but my question was, since there is now the possibility to host or to have NFTs live on the Banano blockchain, more or less directly. My question was if there are plans to move crypto monkeys onto the Banano blockchain.
For the time being, because the Banano blockchain, in terms of NFTs, is still so young, and CryptoMonkeys carries out quite a large operation in terms of distributing NFTs. I imagine that we will stay on Wax for the time being. However, I really anticipate and I'm very excited for the day that we can use the Banana blockchain for certain things in CryptoMonkeys. Like, there's no reason that we couldn't do a little bit on both, or have a sub collection on the Banana blockchain or something like that. So I could definitely see something like that happening. As for like porting over the collection in whatever capacity you could to a whole other blockchain, Banana or otherwise, I don't really see that happening, but I do look forward to some kind of integration for sure.
That sounds awesome. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Yeah, if anyone have another question for Banano history, you can request to speak, and we will get you up into the stage. Maybe Forrest has any other question.
No, I think actually, it's been really good hearing a lot about Banano, and I think it's a really, really fun project. I don't have any more questions at this moment, so I don't know if anyone in the community has any more questions.
Oh, I can tell a little bit about some thoughts I have for what you could use Banano NFTs for.
Sure.
Yeah, because like Soggy mentioned, one of the big things of the Banano community is that we're very interactive with how we distribute. So like we actually talk with people and get to know them, and I think like on the Discord server we have citizenship for people who actively chat, and basically you get certain privileges when you have citizenship. Like you can receive reigns, you can participate in giveaways and stuff like this. But I think with Banano NFTs, you could also use them sort of as like a passport of sorts for the Reddit Place event. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. It's like it was like this big
Like
Reddit event.
Spaces, but on Reddit.
Yeah, the R Place on Reddit was this big event where people could place down pixels. And I basically got together with a bunch of people from the Banano community where we would just take a note of who would place pixels to help out with our little Banano spot. So after the event, we distributed Reddit Place Banano NFTs to those users. And I think like usually you think of NFTs as this like there's this mainstream usage of where it's like these collectible items, but really NFTs could also be like participation tokens, like the Reddit Place ones. And you can sort of like build an online identity of these tokens. So like I think that's just one really interesting concept of not authenticating users using their identity, but using their online presence and contributions.
Yeah, it is. It's as the POAPs, as maybe
Yeah.
the more able to speak about it just left, but that's okay. The POAPs like to prove that you were at certain moment, at certain place, that you participated.
Yeah.
And that
I love POAPs.
me too. And that participation at the Reddit places was huge. I saw the recap, the video recap, and Banano and Nano, of course, we're like the standing firm out there, and it it keeps it will keep for history, and we will keep that moment, that memory at our mind, and maybe generations for come. Thank you, Ayrton. Mm, yeah, any other question for Banano? Maybe yes, maybe not. Okay. Well, I think that we can go now for to the next moment, that is the activities moment. At this moment, I will propose a challenge for you. If you take a paper sheet and you write the following quote, that is, I use Nano, or it's NO, and you take a picture of that writing and upload it at your feed and tag me, I will send you some Nano in the following 48 hours, 2 days. I think that's fair. Mm, as we will be posting, uploading this recording at the official Nano channel, you can follow the histories, the conversation, and stay up for the next ones. All right, that's my activity. Take a paper sheet, write I use Nano, take a picture of that, upload it, and tag me. I will send you some Nano. So let's go. Also, if any other activity is likely to be proposed by our guests or speakers, this is the moment.
Yes, thank you very much. NOWNodes prepared some activity for Nano community. It's a small giveaway for those who are interested in building and developing their own crypto projects on the Nano network, and those who want to understand what nodes are, how they work, how to make a request to the Nano blockchain, for example. So all of you have a chance to win our Pro tariff with 1 million requests to NanoNode for a month. And you should see the post, I think. Yes, Carlos? We prepared a post with a link, with our
Yeah,
magic
blah.
link.
It is. It is at the shared tweets. You can see it's like it's the third one. Anyone, I will reshare it again.
Okay, thank you very much. So we prepared a magic link. So you should follow it and register by email. And it's very important to take a free start plan. You will have time until September 9. And on September 9, we will randomly select one winner who will get our Pro tariff with 1 million requests to the Nano node for your any development needs for a month. However, the rest of participants who also follow the link and register for our Pro tariff separately will get 1 more month for free. As a result, you will have 2 months with 2 million requests to NanoNode for the price of 1 month. I think it's amazing. So we want to provide each of you an opportunity to understand how the full nodes work, how to access the Nano network via them, and what operations you can conduct. So you are welcome to participate in our small giveaway. We are waiting for you, for each of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lara. That's amazing, and hopefully people will learn about nodes, will get that quality service for no nodes, and sure, we will keep growing these initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Any other activity to be proposed?
We'll do like a banana giveaway of some kind, or I'll send you some banana so that you can distribute it during your giveaway, Carl. But
Yeah, that will be
I'll figure
that
something
will,
out.
awesome. Okay, so let's adjust the activity I just proposed. Down. I use Nano and I use Banano too, or I use Banano and I use Nano too, I will send you not only Nano but also Banano. I think that's good. People like feeless coins, so that will be awesome. And bonus crypto is you add a meme at your post. Mm, yeah, thank you, Sogi. And I think that's okay. Let's go with our third history, which is crypto QR generator. Since maybe he had some problems, I do know that he had some hard times at home with his family, but I we all send you, if you hear this, Adrian, the better energy for you, and we hope that you will prevail at any obstacle that you encounter from now on. I would like to introduce a little bit about the crypto QR generator. It was a project that basically creates QR codes on where people can pay. If you have um, a Nano address or a Banano address, you can type, or you could, at the past. I later say why at past time. You introduce the address, and the software, the web page, generates a QR code with your account, and you can generate QR image from a lot of blockchains. Banano, um, a little spoiler, Banano was aided because I sent like the request along with the other community members from Banano, and it was added to the service. And there are a lot of other blockchains, as of course Bitcoin, Ethereum, even Stellar, and so on. The service was up for as long as 3 years by its sole developer, and recently it became like unsustainable. Like this was being running from non-profit. It was all paid for the developer. I mean, I was all paid by the developer, and he was running this at his own. Recently, he has problems, family problems, family situations that guide him and to focus on family, to focus on physical matters as family, children, and. So he decided to shut down the services. It's kind of sad because it was a very it is or was if anyone is up for continue it. It it lets people like if the wallet does not have this QR generation tool. It can help you to create social media posts like for donations. You can create an image with a lot of QR images from different blockchains, and you can post that in your donations page at your website or page, and you can easily receive donations from anyone that has the will to donate. So I do know that, for example, Nano and Banano has this feature that you can generate a QR image from your address, and you can easily receive payments with that. And so the crypto QR gen is like a service that basically does that or did that. My call is for anyone that is wanting to continue that, maybe adjusting the product incentives model for the project to continue and to keep that into the future. Maybe we can add some thoughts on that on this field about queer images or queer generation technology. What do you think about it?
Yeah, one of the things that I really like, in Natrium is how easy it is. Natrium and Callium, how easy it is to accept nano payments or banano payments using that QR code feature, right? What would be awesome is also in Callium and Natrium, I kind of miss this feature where you can enter the amount that you want to receive, and then it automatically creates a QR for that specific amount to that address, right? But yeah, I think that would be an awesome feature to add to the wallets that we have now. I think Callium is and Natrium, both of them are like the easiest wallets to use in all of crypto. But that is one feature I would say, with the QR codes that I would really love to see. I'm not sure if the crypto QR generator website had that built in, but it is deprecated now, right? Like it's not up anymore. I think it closed down.
Yeah, it closed down.
I see. Well,
Yeah,
that would be.
yeah, I think that queer generation generator tools are in one hand is a very useful tool because it saves and can boost your reach for potential helpers and donors, but and also for merchants and points of sale, you can pay with a QR code, and you can not you don't have to write down the full address, and at the store you can pay for a specific item with its code, with its image, and that can save a lot of time. Also, yeah, at the other hand, it has some risk involved, right? You can, mm, I how to say it, you can commit fraud to people with QR code. You can do some phishing to people with QR codes if there is no security measures taken. It's also an perhaps not a novel tech. It has been around uh, a few years ago, I believe, more than a few, but it's still experimental. And the idea is to keep refining these tools to make them the more secure and the more stable for users and for commerces to build on top. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. Actually, that's one of the things with QR codes. Like, if you see the address, you can exactly see like what address you're sending to. Maybe you've seen the address before, right? So that helps a lot, and that's something you cannot really do with QR codes. It's at least for most people, it's not like, oh, I recognize this QR code, unless you have like photographic memory or something like that. So I see what you mean there. Actually, I was wondering because um it, Adrian from Fincom, was he the owner of the crypto QR generator website? Was it that Adrian or?
yeah, Adrian is the owner of the website of the domain, and I think that he could pass it to another person that wants to continue, and maybe he can come back later in the time. Life is hard sometimes, if not every time, but there are some harder times than others. But yeah, and our energy is for him to get better along with his family, and maybe have another moment to speak about it, about the history, about the legacy that he left behind.
Yeah, just so people know, Adrian was actually on this Twitter space on the three stories in the last episode, I think it was, right, with
No,
Fincom
no,
and
no. It was another Adrian. It's not the same.
oh, I see. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's my mistake. I see. Oh, I thought it was actually the Adrian from Fincom who was here just now, right? I see. Okay. No, sorry about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There are two different people, two different persons. That's okay. I was like, oh, dude, you are also Adrian. That was funny at the moment that I spoke with him. All right. I think that we can cover that with crypto generator. I the the website perhaps is deprecated now. It's I will say it to you. It's cwbaqrgen.com. That's the web page. You can search for at the handle of the crypto QR generator here at Twitter. That is CWBAQRGN. I mean ENCOM. That's his handle, and you can see at the banner picture the whole collection of possible QR images that could be generated at the service. All right. I think that we can go now with the MAA moment. This is a moment for our attendants to get up, get up into the stage and ask some questions, share a thought, a word with our guests or speakers, NOWNodes and Banano. This is the moment. If you have any question or want to share anything with the crowd, welcome all.
There's not any questions left, or anyone has a question. In the meantime, I actually do have one thing I want to say is that we are trying at the Nano Foundation to kind of push out the YouTube channel a little bit more, and we are constantly uploading new videos. For instance, right now we are uploading some videos about the Nano meetup that we recently had. But additionally, these Nano community initiatives, three stories episodes will also be uploaded to our YouTube channel. So I encourage anyone that is currently in this Twitter space to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will have a lot more content on there in the future as well, but we are growing it as we speak. So feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and see a lot more content about Nano, but also the projects around Nano and everything that has to do with Nano. Basically, we're trying to push out more on our YouTube channel. So please go ahead and subscribe there, and you'll see the future episodes and the past episodes of the Nano Community Initiative's three stories as well.
Just
Awesome.
want
Thank you for
again for hosting some of the Banano team here for this call. It was really fun to tune in with all of you to hear other initiatives that are happening in the Nano community, and also just to bridge a little bit of the gap between us, because the Banano community loves the Nano community, and yeah, it's just nice to have this relationship.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a beautiful thing. Sometimes I feel like the Nano community and the Banano community can be a little bit disconnected, and driving that towards each other a little bit more is a beautiful thing. And besides that as well, I think that whenever we have these Twitter spaces, the guests that we have, the guest speakers, are also a little bit more connected to each other, right? So that's also an awesome thing, I always think. Um, so yeah, feel free to also contact any of the other speakers, but also the community members and the other way around. If any of the community members have more questions about any of the guest speakers that we've had here, send them a message. I would say it's always good to keep that contact going.
definitely. Adding a grain to that idea, I do also believe that our communities don't need to be apart. We are like we have similar paths. We have similar projects being built, and these spaces is a way to connect, a way to network, a way to make our wider ecosystem bigger and stronger and healthier. We are not isolated from the other communities. We need to be connected. We are not going like for a how to say a maximalistic crypto field view. We want to connect with other communities to learn about their values, what motivates them, what are their issues, what are their obstacles, their milestone that they have achieved. And on that journey, on that sharing, we can learn from that. We can learn from the processes that were before our present here. And this field, this platform, the Three Stories series is up for that. So welcome. If you have any history to share into the following episodes, you can contact Forrest or me or the other ambassadors for Nano, and we will set it up for you to be here to speak with other histories, to share knowledge, to share and dreams, if you want to call it that way, to share plans. And yeah, I do unite myself to the call when Bananotes. Soon.
Wayne.
All right. Thank you all very much for coming and for joining the conversation. I think we all really enjoyed it, and it was awesome to see the Twitter space nice and full with people listening in. So thank you all very much for coming.
Yeah, thank guys.
Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah,
you
for
very much
having
for
us.
having us.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, our guests. Thank you, Banano team. Thank you, NOWNodes team. And a big kudos for Crypto Coordination team. Also for to all attendants, to our guests, and to everyone that will come to hear this conversation. We invite you to come here to share with us and to keep building community, which is the most important thing that any project should have. Thank you.
All right. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye. See you soon.